Whether you're a therapist or a clinic owner, you've probably encountered clients who drop out of therapy, sometimes even unexpectedly, before they've even had a chance to benefit. You may be wondering, what did I say? What didn't I say? Am I even a good therapist? Can I help people? Maybe you're blaming the client. They weren't ready. They didn't even know what they wanted out of therapy. The truth is, premature client dropout is the number one thing keeping therapists from having a thriving and sustainable practice. And it's not just about client readiness, because we know that client ambivalence about therapy is totally normal. We also know that clients can't be expected to show up to therapy knowing exactly what they want, knowing exactly how to be a good client. It's our job to help them, to co-collaborate with them on getting to the root of their issues, getting to the heart of the matter, and discovering what the internal problem is. So you might be deeply attuned, compassionate, and skilled. And if you're watching this video, that means you care about your clients and their growth. But you might not be zoning in on the client's internal problem and helping the clients really get the root cause of their pain and suffering. So when I talk about internal problems, let me first clarify what an external problem is, because we hear about this a lot. This is when clients come to therapy with lots of complaints about my boss who might be unreasonable, my kids are driving me crazy, my husband doesn't listen to me, he doesn't pay me any attention, the world is falling apart, it's so messed up. These are all totally valid problems, we know that. The problem is, as therapists, we can't change an unreasonable boss, we can't make unruly kids behave better, get your distracted partner to listen to you. We certainly can't fix the ailing world, but we want to be helpful and we want to give the clients some value. So what do? We jump into strategies, tools. We pile them on, we empathize, we try to get our clients doing these actionable things. The problem is, this approach has a short half-life. The clients might use these strategies, and they're probably great strategies. Sometimes they'll help the client, but even with these tools, the client might still find that they're frustrated, dissatisfied with their lives, and disconnected with their key relationships, and even with themselves. They might return and say, yes, I tried these, but... Because even though all of these problems, these external problems, are totally valid, the client will continue to suffer if we don't name the internal issue, the internal conflict, the mixed feelings that they bring to the table. So let's look at some examples. Maybe it's that the client feels guilty when they try to set boundaries, so they don't really ever complete a cycle of setting boundaries. Maybe it's that the client understands normal levels of distance in a relationship as neglect or rejection, and so has these big reactions or shuts down in their relationships. Maybe it's that the client's internal narrative towards themselves is harsh and critical and mean, so that any type of setback in their life is evidence that they're a failure and a loser. The internal problem can be seen as this deep emotional conflict that drives how we all experience the world. And it often is a conflict. It's like, I want closeness, but I'm really scared about what people are going to think about me if I just show up unscripted. I want harmony and peace in my life, but when I say no to people, I feel incredibly guilty, and then I end up changing my mind. So the emphasis shifts from the other people who are banging down my door wanting all these things to me somehow doubting myself at the very moment that I really need to shore up my confidence and set a boundary. When clients hear that being named, when they feel seen at the level of that internal struggle, they want to keep sticking around. They feel like, whoa, this therapist noticed something about me. This therapist is a step ahead of me even. I need to keep seeing them. And of course, we don't mean by keep seeing them, we don't mean that we hang on to them forever, but we're showing our value through our deep perception. When clients feel seen at that level of internal struggle, they start to understand that therapy isn't there for problem solving or advice giving or tools and strategies necessarily. It's there to help them with this internal pattern that they've probably struggled with for years, that actually probably follows them from situation to situation, from the unreasonable boss to the roommates to the friend group. So they start to see that the situations that they bring to therapy are valid, but that they're the common denominator. And we help them stay there with themselves until we've really worked through the blockages that they have. Something really clicks for clients when we stay with the internal sphere. Therapy feels meaningful. Next time you're sitting with a client, I'd encourage you to, before adding value, before jumping to strategies, before even simply just asking more questions and hearing more about the situation, ask the type of questions that help you get to the heart of the matter. Find out more. Go with your curiosity until you hit that pain point. You will know it when you get there, and your clients will know it too. I want you to try that at your next session. Good luck.